So the big story and the top focus is the alleged embezzlement row of Ram Temple donation. The government has swung into action after the SIT filed its report. Based on that finding, FIR was registered, arrests have happened, and the most important development, the top development as far as action being taken in this entire case is concerned, is that the General Secretary of the Trust, Champat Rai, has resigned along with another member of the Trust, Anil Mishra. Let me quickly go across to Adib, my colleague, who's getting us more details. Now there are fast-paced developments taking place. Adib, arrests have happened. The FIR was registered, but the opposition is not convinced. The opposition says the FIR and the arrest of these individuals is an eyewash, it's an hogwash, because the government is trying to shield, or the trust is trying to shield the big fish. That's the allegation. Adib, can you hear me? Okay, I believe we've lost that line with Adib. We'll try and connect with Adib again. Let's listen into what the Chief Minister has said. Yogi Adityanath, remember, earlier as well gave assurance that the culprits will not be spared, after which there was a request from the trust for an investigation. SIT was ordered, the SIT submitted its findings, and based on that finding of the SIT, the FIR was registered. Ever since then, what we are witnessing is that there have been multiple arrests taking place, and questions still continue. At whose behest was all of this happening? How is it that the trust members could not catch a whiff of what was transpiring? Let's listen into first what the Chief Minister said.
सरकार की जो मंशा है, सरकार ने पहले दिन कहा कि दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी सबके सामने आएगा, लेकिन मैं फिर से अपील करूंगा, राम भक्तों की अग्नि परीक्षा मत लो। और दूसरा पक्ष वह है जो जय श्री राम पर लाठी और गोली चलाते थे, यानी भगवान राम का नाम लेने पर जो लोग गोली चलाते थे, आज वे कहते हैं कि आस्था के साथ खिलवाड़ हुआ। अरे आस्था तुम बताओगे हमें आस्था?
So you heard the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He was hitting out at all those leveling allegations. He says that there's a conspiracy to defame the trust. Let me in fact go across to Swami Chidanand Saraswati, spiritual head of the Parmarth Niketan Ashram, joining us on the broadcast. Your first reaction, now people who've been associated with the movement, people who have been associated with this sentiment of Ram, do feel hurt when they hear about this embezzlement row. But now, yes, action is being taken. There are a lot of questions being raised on who really was calling the shots, who was involved. First, I want your reaction on what has transpired.
देखिए, पहली बात तो ये है, सॉरी फॉर माय वॉइस टुडे, पहली बात तो ये है कि जैसे ही पता लगा, तुरंत ही ट्रस्ट ने SIT जांच के लिए मांगा। SIT जांच आदरणीय उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री जी ने तुरंत जांच के लिए SIT को गठित किया और कहा 15 दिन का समय है। 15 दिन से पहले ही ये रिजल्ट आया कि कौन कौन दोषी है, और तुरंत ही उन्होंने उन सब के लिए जो दोषी हैं, ट्रस्ट ने भी कहा फिर FIR की जाए, और FIR रजिस्टर्ड हो गई। उसके बाद वो सब लोगों को अंदर ले लिया गया। और मुझे लगता है कि जहाँ तक बात चंपत राय जी की, जो मैंने सुना है उन्होंने रिजाइन किया है, मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, उन्होंने जो रिजाइन किया है वो नैतिक आधार पर किया है। और क्योंकि उनके बारे में मैं आपको कह सकता हूँ, मैं उनको पिछले मुझे लगता है कि 40 साल से ज़्यादा समय से जानता हूँ, कि उनके बारे में बिल्कुल स्पष्ट हूँ, वो गलत नहीं कर सकते। हाँ, कुछ नेग्लिजेंसी जो हुई है, हो सकता है कई बार, क्योंकि इतने बड़े कार्य में उसको उस तरह से नहीं देखा गया जिस तरह से देखा जाना चाहिए था। विश्वास करके वो विश्वास को तोड़ा है उन लोगों ने, और जिन लोगों ने तोड़ा है वो सब जेल जाएंगे। जैसा कि आदरणीय योगी जी ने कहा, दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी। और सच बात तो ये है, उत्तर प्रदेश में एक बड़ी मजबूत सरकार है, वो कोई लीपापोती नहीं करेगी। भारत में भी एक मजबूत सरकार है, वो लीपापोती करने वाली सरकार नहीं है, बल्कि जो सच है वो सामने आएगा। हाँ, ये जरूर है, इसके आने से करोड़ों करोड़ों लोगों की आस्था पर चोट तो पहुंची है निश्चित रूपेण, लेकिन उनको ये भी पता है कि जैसे इस इतने बड़े प्रतिष्ठान में कई बार गलतियां चूक हो जाती है, उस चूक के लिए तुरंत ही एक नया एक जैसे तिरुपति टेम्पल है और अपना जम्मू वैष्णो देवी टेम्पल है और काशी विश्वनाथ है, इस तरह का एक मजबूत एक वो बनाया जाए सिस्टम, जिससे कभी कोई दोबारा प्रॉब्लम ना आए, ताकि लोगों की आस्था के साथ कोई विश्वासघात ना हो। अंतिम बात के रूप में मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि ऐसा नहीं था कि सिस्टम नहीं था, सिस्टम भी था, सब कुछ था, लेकिन उन सब पे केवल विश्वास के कारण उन सब पर विश्वास किया गया और जिन लोगों ने विश्वासघात किया वो सब लोग एफआईआर में आ गए हैं। ये तो अभी 15 दिन की रिपोर्ट है, अगर 3 महीने का और समय मिलेगा, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है और कोई भी नाम आएगा तो ये पक्का है, सरकार हमेशा चाहती है करोड़ों लोगों की आस्था पर कोई चोट ना पहुंचे, इसलिए दोषी कोई भी होगा उसके लिए।
लेकिन स्वामी जी, ट्रस्ट की जो कार्यशैली है उस पर भी बहुत बड़ा सवाल उठ रहा है। अनुकल्प मिश्रा और लवकुश मिश्रा एक ही परिवार के दो लोग, किस तरह से आपसी जान पहचान से या किसी से कहलवा करके नौकरी लगाई गई लवकुश मिश्रा की, उस पर सवाल उठ रहे हैं। क्या कोई और व्यक्ति इसमें शामिल है, बड़े पद पर कोई व्यक्ति शामिल है जिसके कहने पर ये तमाम चीजें होती रही, हायरिंग्स कैसे होती थी स्टाफ मेंबर की, इस पर कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं है। क्या आपको लगता है कि वक्त आ गया है कि ट्रस्ट में भी बदलाव होने चाहिए, क्योंकि इतने सारे सवाल मंशा पर और जिस तरह से ट्रस्ट काम कर रहा था उस पर अब उठाए जा रहे हैं?
जहां तक ट्रस्ट में ट्रस्टियों की बात है, उनमें से कईयों को मैं पर्सनली जानता हूं कि वे गलत नहीं कर सकते, पक्की बात है। हाँ, रही बात जिनको विश्वास करके व्यवस्था दी जाती है नीचे और वो गलत रिपोर्टिंग करते रहे, उन पर विश्वास किया गया, बस ये थोड़ी एक नेग्लिजेंसी हो गई। उसमें भी तुरंत उन्होंने कहा, चाहे वो इवन आदरणीय चंपत राय जी भी नहीं और आदरणीय योगी जी भी कह रहे, चाहे कोई भी हो उसे बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। वो लोग तो खुद चाहते हैं कि इस तरह के कार्य में लोगों की आस्था पर आघात ना पहुंचे, चाहे कितना भी कुछ करना पड़े, लोगों के सामने इस विश्वास को कायम रखना होगा, क्योंकि ये व्यवस्था का प्रश्न नहीं है केवल, ये आस्था का प्रश्न है और आस्था करोड़ों लोगों की है। इसलिए एक मजबूत सिस्टम,
एक बढ़िया सिस्टम जी। स्वामी जी, एक पक्ष इसका ये है कि जो धांधली हुई है उस पर एसआईटी बिठाई गई, एक कंप्लेंट फाइल हुई थी जिसके आधार पर एफआईआर हुई और गिरफ्तारियां हुई। इसका दूसरा पक्ष जो है वो आप जानते हैं कि राजनीतिक है। विपक्ष का कहना है कि जो सरकार वहां पर है वो कभी भी ईमानदारी से इसमें जांच नहीं करेगी, क्योंकि अपने लोगों को बचाने की कोशिश हो रही है।
मैं इतना कह सकता हूं कि जहां तक उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार की बात है, मैं आपको बता सकता हूं, आदरणीय योगी जी को मैं बचपन से जानता हूं, ये सोच भी नहीं सकते आप रात के अंधेरे में भी कि वो गलत करेंगे। वो जो भी सच होगा वो लेके आएंगे, चाहे कुछ भी सेक्रीफाइस उनको करना पड़े। वो इस टाइप के व्यक्तित्व हैं और केवल मुख्यमंत्री नहीं, वो एक संत भी हैं, एक संत है वो और एक योगी हैं और बड़े कर्मयोगी योगी हैं, निष्ठावान हैं। उनको अपने लिए कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए, राष्ट्र पहले है, क्योंकि केवल ये राम मंदिर की नहीं, ये राष्ट्र मंदिर की बात है। जैसा कि मैंने कहा, ये व्यवस्था की नहीं, आस्था की बात है। इसलिए वो जितना भी करना पड़ेगा, आप पक्का मानिए, भले ही थोड़ा समय और लगे, लेकिन आई कैन टेल यू, आई कैन अश्योर यू कि सत्य सामने आएगा, संविधान के अंदर सब कुछ सामने आएगा और उसके अनुसार ही काम होगा।
चलिए, आपको पूरा भरोसा है कि जांच सही दिशा में आगे बढ़ रही है और पारदर्शिता बनाए रखेंगे जो अधिकारी हैं वो। Thank you very much, Swami ji, for speaking to us. We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. Times Now has accessed the complaint copy based on which the FIR was registered. A trust member filed a complaint. That copy has been accessed by Times Now. Krishna Mohan Yadav is the person who filed a complaint in the embezzlement row, donation amount stolen by a few. That was the allegation. The complaint cites SIT's preliminary report. 8 people were named as accused in the complaint copy. Let's go across to Adib, who's getting us more details. Adib, take us through the details of the complaint copy that we've accessed. This was filed by a trust member named Krishna Mohan Yadav, and in his complaint copy, he named 8 individuals.
Well, certainly, Swati, see in the complaint which Krishna Mohan has given to the police, he has named 8 individuals who are the staff of the Ram Temple Trust, in which he has alleged that these 8 members of the Ram Temple Trust, they were in fact involved in the theft of the donations that were being received in the Ram Temple. And on the basis of this particular complaint, the FIR was initially lodged at the Ram Janmabhoomi Temple right here in Ayodhya, and now we have accessed this complaint copy, which clearly mentions all the names of the staff, those who were working in the Ram Temple Trust. They were in fact involved in the embezzlement of these funds. They were siphoning off the money, and one of the trust member himself has come out and he has given a complaint to the police in which he has raised serious allegations against the staff of the trust. They are, in which the Krishna Mohan, he has alleged that these individuals, they were directly involved in the theft of the Ram Temple donations. Now, based on the complaint, this FIR has been launched at the Ram Temple, Ram Janmabhoomi police station right here in Ayodhya. And these accused, all the 8 accused, those who were named in the complaint, they have been arrested by the police. Soon they will be produced before a magistrate Ayodhya, after which the police will seek
Absolutely. Adib, do stay on with us. Now, there are also details emerging of how this entire embezzlement row unfolded. According to the reports coming to fore, the investigators are saying that this was a carefully planned operation. So the suspicion first started coming up or being noticed was when there were irregularities as far as the cash money is concerned, the donation is concerned, particularly the absence or the lack or shortage of rupee 500 note. That was noticed by the trust members. And then we're given to understand that hidden cameras, hidden CCTVs were installed in the counting room. And that's how the trust members noticed that there was something suspicious happening in the counting room. Now, there was no security check of the staff that was leaving the Ram Temple premises, what we're given to understand. That, coupled with loopholes when it comes to the counting and the verification process, was exploited by these individuals whose name have appeared now. And according to many and the investigators as well, a lot of other names are going to come under the scanner as well. We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. Quickly shifting focus to that, we're given to understand, and this is what sources are revealing. Sources reveal the entire donation theft web. Mastermind, Anukalp's brother-in-law was involved. As per sources, Anukalp Mishra handled the donation vouchers and counting staff joined through personal recommendations. So this is, remember, a question that many were asking. How was the hiring process taking place? Who was consulted and at whose behest was all of this happening? This is what sources are saying. Accused driver Tinu allegedly got his cousin inducted. Anukalp got brother-in-law Lavkush employed, and part of the money reached a personal account. Let's go across to Adib, who's getting us more details on that. Adib, as far as 8 individuals whose names have appeared in the FIR against whom action is being taken are concerned, there is a big question mark on their hiring process. Now, sources tell us that these are individuals who already knew someone part of the trust. As far as Anukalp Mishra is concerned, he got his brother-in-law inducted, and the driver got his cousin inducted. That's how. So basically, there was someone, an insider, who was helping these people.
Well, certainly, Swati, see, most of the trust members, those who were hired for this particular job, they got the job through some reference. In fact, most of these members, these staff, they are connected to each other. If we talk about Lavkush Verma or Anukalp Mishra, they both are relative. If we talk about Tinnu Yadav or Ram Shankar Mishra, he is the close associate of Champat. So this is how these staff, they all were recruited in the Ram Temple Trust, and there were loopholes in the security also. When these staff members, those who were responsible, directly responsible for the collecting and counting of the cash, when they used to exit the temple premises, there was no point of checking that these individuals had to go through. So it was very simple for these individuals to siphon off the money as no one was checking them. This is the biggest loophole that was present at the Ram Temple Trust. Secondly, these individuals were hired through some references. For example, Lavkush Mishra, Anukalp Mishra, then there's Champat Rai and Ram Shankar Yadav, who is also known as Tinnu Yadav, a close associate of Champat Rai. So this is how this entire embezzlement row took place inside the Ram Temple premises within the trust, and these 8 individuals who were directly involved, they were directly dealing with the cash and the donation. Each and every day they used to open hundreds of boxes which contain around 5 to 6
Adib,
lakhs.
yes, the arrests are taking place and the police is investigating. Champat Rai has stepped down, Anil Mishra has stepped down, but the opposition isn't convinced. The opposition says, Arvind, that these are employees of the trust who have been arrested. This is just an eyewash. The big fish are still being shielded. They're being protected by the government.
My opinion is that what is going on, that is not fair, because for the purpose of justice, persons who are involved, as in Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Nyas, what is the trust? In that trust, there are so many government nominees. They are having very high rank, even secretary level, as well as district magistrate, superintendent of police, as well as some are who are related to other organizations. That is why persons who have committed, there is allegation that persons who were in administration, they or their employees have committed some criminal breach of trust, theft, misappropriation of money, all these things. And same person of same echelon are going to investigate in the name of SIT. I think that it will not be able to remove doubt from the mind of people. That is why all these exercise which is going on, it will create further suspicion in the mind of people, because it is, we can say that highest level of criminal breach of trust which has been committed, and even governments of union government or state government cannot escape from their responsibility of conducting fair investigation, because trust was created by the central government by virtue of an act as well as order of the Supreme Court. That is why central government also owes duty, and state government also, where very high people of higher holding higher rank are involved. Then it cannot be say that there will be free and fair inquiry. I think these are very only ayodhya, and this can be done through the court. If, as in some important matters, there is full court administrative meeting of either High Court or Supreme Court, even in designation of senior counsel, senior advocate. Similar way, there should be a full court meeting of either High Court Allahabad or Honorable Supreme Court, and they should constitute a committee of sitting judges, not less than 5 judges. And only then doubt can be wiped out from the mind of people, and chief culprit may be brought to book. Otherwise, these are futile exercise. Only small fish are being captured, and who are big fish, they are out of, you can say, net.
All right, so that was Senior Advocate P.N. Mishra, who says that a committee should be constituted of sitting judges. Meanwhile, we have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. 42 days, theft was committed, SIT to begin the probe. Now, this is what we are picking up from our sources. Probe reveals theft committed around 70 times. Breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. As per the sources, SIT is now going to go to Ayodhya. 70 times in 42 days, the theft was committed. That's how this entire embezzlement row is unfolding. Quick break. With that, we have a lot more lined up on the other side.